Every time a mass shooting happens in the United States, we hear strong emotional responses from the top leadership.
As a nation, we have to ask, when in God's name are we going to stand up to the gun lobby? When in God's name we do what we all know in our gut needs to be done?
And it's not just him. We've heard the same from President Barack Obama, President Bill Clinton, who have said things like, we must come together, or how many more people have to get killed before we do something. Well, so why don't they do anything? There are three main reasons: the Constitution, the Senate, and the NRA. Now we'll deal with them one at a time. But before that, here are some insane statistics that can describe the magnitude of the problem that the American people face. For instance, as per the 2018 numbers, the US has less than 5% of the Earth's population, but more than 46, can you believe this, more than 46% of civilian-owned guns. Then, according to numbers from 2017, the US had 120.5 guns per 100 residents. And we all could just marvel at these ridiculous numbers had there not been 212 mass shootings that have occurred so far this year, 2022. 212 shootings this year alone, and even that's not it. 27 of those have been school shootings involving injuries and deaths. 27 school shootings this year alone. But at the same time, roughly half of Americans, about 53%, favor stricter gun laws, according to Pew Research Center and other polls. So what is the problem? Well, you already know about the Second Amendment, which states that the people have the right to bear arms. And this was further codified in a 2008 Supreme Court case in which the majority opinion stated that the Second Amendment gave every individual the right to keep and bear arms even if they are not connected with service in a militia. Adding to this problem is the US Senate. For a bill to become a law, 60 votes are needed in the Senate to defeat the filibuster, which is when senators stop the debate and move on to voting. But in such a polarized Senate, these numbers are impossible to achieve, and this has been the case for many years. For example, in the aftermath of the infamous 2012 Sandy Hook shooting, there were two bills that were promoted by the Democrats that promoted gun control and tougher background checks. One of them got only 54 votes in favor in the Senate, while the other one just got 40. And that is the problem. The Republicans just won't do what it takes to prevent these mass shootings, which is vote in favor of gun control laws in the US Congress. Additionally, states can make their own laws about gun control. Many states have gotten less tough in recent years, like Vermont, which allows 16-year-olds to carry a concealed weapon without obtaining a permit or even parental permission. And this is a feature of all Republican states. But we can't talk about unrestricted access to guns in the US without talking about the NRA, that is the National Rifle Association. The NRA is one of the most powerful pro-gun lobbies in the country. It is powerful because it has money, and a lot of it. And the NRA spends about $250 million per year, which is far more than all the country's gun control advocacy groups put together. And a big chunk of that money goes into political campaigns of their preferred candidates, who are pretty much always from, the Republican Party. And it's not just the money. NRA officials and their grassroots workers have a very powerful ability to mobilize ground support and to engage in politics when most Americans can barely be bothered to vote. And the Republicans know this. They know that they need to keep the NRA happy to win elections. And that is why this lobby has a huge say, if not the last say, in what happens with guns and gun laws in the United States.